How to protect your promotion coalition from parasites, tumors, jealousy, and sabotage. I mean, this sounds like a spy movie. And that's what it's like in medicine. And you know. So, if you haven't listened to the previous episode on how to build your promotion coalition, why you need one, no matter where you are in the country, no matter if you're promoted or if your industry and never will be promoted, you have to listen to episode 1. I'm going to assume you have. Let's get started. What if someone isn't pulling their weight in your promotion coalition? If this happens, they want to be on all the papers, but they don't want to reciprocate. There's a few ways of looking at this. Let me give you the top scenarios. So, first, let's just start with assuming good intentions. Expand your review of what counts as contribution. So, in my promotion coalition, sometimes I had people in private practice, they were in my coalition, I included them on my papers, and they might not have put me back on papers, but they contributed in really valuable ways. So I couldn't have written the papers if I didn't have all the case studies. And these folks in private practice, they're seeing like 10 times the volume. They're flooding me with case studies that I couldn't have written without them. That contribution counts. Count it. You couldn't have written the paper without her. Count her. Really, really important. You may have somebody else who's the social, like, not, I don't want to say secretary, I don't want to belittle her in that way, but I want to say, like, she is the social glue. She is organizing coffee chats. She is making sure that everyone is being cared for. If you write a text, oh my God, I hate my boss, I need someone to talk to, stat, she's first to respond on the phone. That counts. You can't get a promotion coalition to work unless you have a social component to it, unless the relationships are being tended to. That counts. Sort of like the cheerleader of the group. That counts. That counts a whole lot. Or like kind of the therapist to the coach of the group, like when there's any kind of friction, she resolves it. This promotion coalition wouldn't exist without her. It counts. You may have somebody else who contributes in a different way. Maybe writing is not her thing, but she's very well connected. She has family all over the world. So she's able to do international trips in Spain, Argentina, and you're able to count them on your CV. And you're all getting promoted from these invited lectureships. That for sure counts, right? So not everyone on the promotion coalition contributes the same way. That's actually how it's supposed to work. If everyone writes papers and no one can give talks or trips or travel or social, that promotion coalition is in trouble. We want someone with different skill sets. So in my promotion coalition, I was a heavy writer. I did a lot of writing, but I wasn't super, like, I didn't have a lot of opportunities to invite speakerships. So we had other people who wrote less, but got us to travel along the world. Not a problem. Everyone contributes. It all looks different. Number 2, here's where I want you to put your trauma informed coach hat on. Be curious. What's going on with this person? If you look at them, you're like, oh my gosh, they're going through divorce. They just got fired. They're in a high risk pregnancy. Okay, they can't be contributing right now, and they shouldn't be. All of their resources are going to support themselves with the crisis. So I would ask there, where are you helping this person? She is in crisis. The coalition is supposed to help all of us. Help her, right? Keep in mind that relationships span decades, careers span decades. So while she's in a high risk pregnancy, she may not be able to contribute. But afterwards, when the baby's here and happy in daycare, she may become the superstar of the group. So look at the long arc of the relationship. 3, communicate. The worst thing I see happening in promotion coalitions is people expect everyone to read their minds. Well, it's obvious. I wrote 10 papers. Someone should do something for me. No. It's really not obvious. It's really not. Be direct. Let them know. Great game. I love you all. Got 10 papers planned this year, putting all of you on it. Can someone please help me? My goal is to have 4 invited speakerships. Can you guys find a way to invite me to your organizations or nominate me? Be direct. They may not know. Don't assume anything, right? So you could just ask them. All right, let's move over to handling parasites and tumors. By the way, I put this into ChatGPT and it was like, Christina, don't call them parasites and tumors. It's so rude. And I was like, girl, ChatGPT, you go back and put parasites in there. You put my tone in there. Okay, you all know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say parasites and tumors. It is the scenario of the him, it's always a he, by the way, who is on your promotion coalition and wants to be on everything and has a big stink if he's not included on a paper. And he also won't include you on anything. So you'll see him writing and he won't put your name on it because he doesn't want you to have any credit. And you've gone through the whole process of assuming the best intentions, trying to find a way to count his contributions. You've had discussions with him. He's like, yes, you're right. I'll put you on more. And he never does. This is a parasite and a tumor. You need to treat it as such and cut it out. Cut him out. Stop putting him on emails, on group chats, on papers, on meetings. Just let it go. Let it die naturally. Because I'm assuming you've already had a conversation with him. Let it die. He will likely come back and say, hey, why aren't you including me on anything? And then if you want to, you can tell him the truth. Hey, listen, it's been 10 years. We've had discussions. It's just been one way. It just doesn't work if it's one way. So we assumed you weren't interested and we moved on. If you want this to be, if you, listener, were like, I would like to give him another chance, you can, but I would be very careful with how you do it. I'd say, listen, if you want this to work, we need to see some reciprocation. So how about this year you work on putting us on us as many opportunities as possible. If at the end of the year it feels like we are now in balance, we'll move forward and include you starting the next year. So don't assume when they come back they're going to be a different person unless you set it up in a different way. Okay, what do you do when people get jealous of your coalition? Expect this to happen. Your boss might be the one who's jealous. Okay, listen, if your promotion coalition is going well, people will be jealous. It's a sign you're doing it right. If no one's jealous, it's not set up right. Right. So my boss and colleagues were jealous. They were like, I want to be invited. I want to go to South America. I want to be on these papers. So here's how I handled it. First, be kind to them. I mean, I could sympathize. If I wasn't in my promotion coalition, I would be so jealous of me. I know, I hear how that sounds. That sounds terrible. But I'm like showing you, like, be kind to them. Of course, they're jealous. Everyone is jealous of something they don't have that's good. It just means it's working. Second, this is the real move. This is the real power move that most people don't even consider. And I don't know why, but that's the kind of coaching you get in Next Level Freedom, as we give you things that no one's talking about. If this is a person who has something valuable to contribute and she's reaching out that she's jealous, what I would do is I would start a new promotion coalition with them. I say, girl, you don't have to be jealous. You and I, let's partner up. I tell my boss, don't be jealous. You and I, let's get a promotion coalition going. So I consider them sort of like Venn diagrams. They kind of have overlapping pockets. And the more promotion coalitions you have, the more overlapping circles you have, the better for everyone. Yes, you can help your boss get more out there. She is loaded up with chair duties. She doesn't have time, but she's very, very visible. So she will lend you her visibility. You'll do the work to get her on papers to keep her relevant. It's a very good partnership. Having a promotion coalition with people outside of your institution, like I said in the last episode, critical. And you also need one at your home institution. And the more you have these overlapping circles, the more healthy your career will be. The more advocates you have in the room, the more relationships you have, the more people will nominate you and take care of you and protect you. Jealousy is not a problem. It's an opportunity if you build more promotion coalitions. Okay, let's talk about when jealousy turns dangerous. And right here, it sounds like a spy movie, but this is what's really happening in medicine. And if you know, you know. So sometimes jealousy will turn into something else. And I did discuss this on last week's episode of the person who got himself fired from a real good job because he was so jealous. Jealousy can sometimes turn into sabotage. When this happens, do not recruit them. Do not play nice to them. Cut them out and let your promotion criteria handle it. So this is one of my favorite stories. I cannot tell the story enough. You've heard it. You need to hear it again. Most of you haven't heard it. Very early in my career, a very senior person decided she did not like me and she was very public about it. And we had no conversation. And the more I think about it, what I heard she was saying about me is she was saying that I didn't do my time. It wasn't fair, that I need to just sit down and be quiet for 20 years. I think now looking back on it, she was just jealous of my promotion criteria coalition. She didn't feel like she saw how visible we were with all our papers and books and talks. And she was like, that's not fair. I didn't have that. And she was jealous. Now, she could have just made her own promotion coalition, but she was not a super nice person. She was very, very combative and aggressive to her friends. You all know who I'm talking about, most likely if you're a pathologist. She was the worst to her friends, the friends who were getting her invited to talks and helping her move from one job she almost got fired at to another job. She was the worst to her friends. She could not build like a really healthy coalition. So anytime she saw my name on a paper, she rejected it. If I was nominated for a leadership position, she openly challenged it. Like, never had this ever happened before in this international group. No one had ever challenged anyone before. You went through the ranks, you served your committee, you eventually got to be president. And when my name came up, she was like, actually, I'd like to nominate somebody else. She made a huge big stink about it. And she told me she was going to try to destroy my career. Of course, she didn't because she's not that powerful. She wishes she was, but she wasn't. She was busy enough destroying her own career. If you know, you know. But at the time, I was junior faculty. I wasn't a coach. I just saw someone very prominent and famous attacking me for no reason, and I was going straight to panic. So I didn't look for a fight. I wasn't in a fight. All I did was lean on my promotion coalition. And there were people in my coalition that had bigger names than her. And because of her reputation of bullying people, she had a lot, she has, present tense, let's be honest, lots of enemies. So when the election was challenged, and when my nomination was challenged and there was an election, I won each of them very publicly by a huge margin. Were they voting for me? Maybe. I mean, I think a lot of them were voting against her. Didn't really matter. Little old junior Christina Arnold really got Goliath put in her place publicly twice. But I didn't do it alone. It was having a promotion coalition who stepped in and took care of it. I didn't even have to ask them. They would just tell me. I had like groups of people reach out. We hate this person. We are voting for you. And we're telling all our friends to vote for you. I don't have to do anything. The point is, you can't be bullied, threatened, sabotaged, fired. If you have a promotion coalition, your career is immune to all of this nonsense. You need to build a promotion coalition. Let me tell you how in 15 and a few promotion coalition sprints. But I do want to ask you a favor. If you could please share this episode and the last one with all your friends. This is how you can build a promotion coalition, by the way. And then please rate and review this podcast for the love of sweet baby Jesus. I have 18 reviews. It's embarrassing. Could you please go on there and help a mother out? Okay, let's do promotion coalition sprints. Just really quick action tips you can do this week. Number one, text 3 former fellowship friends that you love and propose working together intentionally. So people you're already talking to on text and you're seeing at the meetings, just formalize it. 2, add 2 people you want to partner with on your next paper as legitimate co-authors, but that's how you invite them into a promotion coalition. You say, hey, listen, I've got this great paper. I'm sending it to you. I'm including you. Can you just review these 2 sections? Can you hand me a picture of this, for example? That's how you start a promotion coalition. And the person who puts you on their next paper, she's in the coalition. The person who's like, oh, thanks, and then doesn't respond to your emails and then never includes you, that's who we clip out forever. Bye-bye. Number 3, nominate someone in your circle for an award this month. Your national organization has bunches of them. Find one, nominate someone. Takes very little time. With ChatGPT, you could just voice dictate in 5 minutes, have a beautiful nomination. Number 4, recommend someone for Grand Rounds talk and tell her you did it. Whether she gets invited or not, it counts that you nominated her. Number 5, introduce 2 people in your network to each other. So you've got 2 different promotion coalitions, introduce 2 people to each other. Help there be a little more overlap in your promotion Venn diagram coalition. 6, share something with someone who's writing a paper and needs material. Help them get what they want. 7, at your next faculty meeting, publicly celebrate someone you would love to partner with. Did everyone know that so-and-so just got a teaching award? Everyone claps. There you go. Number 8, you're going to your next annual society meeting. Make a coffee or lunch date with someone you would love to work with. And I would say actually pick 2 people. Pick one person who's junior to you. So you are paying it forward. You are bringing someone up, someone who's senior to you, who you can help exchange their visibility for your ability to do good work they don't have time for. Number 9, next time a speaking opportunity or writing opportunity comes across your desk that's just not right for you, you're already engaged, send it to someone who it's right for. Number 10, build 1 new relationship every year. Journal prompts. Who are 3 people you're already talking to who could be your next promotion coalition? Make a meeting, formalize it. Next is, what is one thing you do this week to advocate for someone in your circle? Let them know you did. feels so good. It's not just for you to get credit, but it feels so good to be looked after, doesn't it? I was just watching Survivor, and Aubrey is someone who's really struggling in the game. She feels very isolated and alone, and someone sent her an award and not something to make her game playing Survivor easier. And she just crumbled. She was like, someone is thinking about me. It is so healing to have somebody in the world looking out for us. That's why we tell them. Look out for someone junior to pull up their career, someone more senior who you can exchange visibility for work you can do on their behalf, make it a really healthy partnership. Next, I want you to think about what opportunity would you love to have? Let yourself go wild here. What would you love to have in your career? Create the opportunity, make it a reality with a promotion coalition. Next, who in your life right now is jealous of you who would make an outstanding coalition partner? Build a coalition with them. Next, who in your life is jealous of what you had and dangerous and wants to sabotage you or is sabotaging you? How can you cut them out? Last, what would your career look like 5 years from now if you had advocates in every room where decisions are being made? In summary, medicine rewards alliances. Promotion coalitions multiply your output, protect you from politics. They place advocates in every room where key decisions are being made, which means you can fast forward your career by 10 years while cutting back your hours and being home more. In these 2 episodes, I showed you how to build a coalition, how to lead it first. You go first, you lead by example, and how your promotion will move faster when you're working with people, working around people who are helping you. Your promotion will be an autoplay in your sleep while you're in clinic, while you're on vacation. Your promotion, your career is moving forward because you're part of a coalition. It is so much faster. It is like 1/100th of the work than doing it on your own. If you're ready to build your promotion criteria, your promotion coalition to zoom your career ahead 10 years while working less, you need to be inside Next Level Freedom. We are your promotion coalition and we will help you build more. It is a one-time payment of $2,500 for lifetime weekly coaching, our curriculum. Book your free sales call to join this week. The link's in the show notes. And then if I could please end with a favor, share this with your besties, rate and review our podcast. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.